Okay, in this video I will talk about more about expressions. Let's open up Elemento, and I want to show some more examples of what expression can do. And now I want to make a matrix rotate by a point. So let's, for example, you want to build a cannon. Okay, so first you want to add the ground. And let's fill this with green, so I right click and select fill color. And behind this ground I want an ellipse, this ellipse will represent our cannon. So I'm selecting a gray color. We need a rectangle, perhaps. So let's make it at the side, and we just keep it in front to make it more visible. Okay, and now I use the put in matrix action, and I call this cannon. When you rotate this, you want to control it with, for example, our keyboard, or we could use the mouse. So first I want to do this with the mouse. And this expression can't be done in Stickman. So I could add a control point first to make something we can use in Stickman, and then we can upgrade it to use something that works in Elemento. So by adding a control point, we have a distance and an angle to the center coordinate system, and all we need to do is to program the rotate property. So let's find a function that gives some options with this, and we see we got the rotate function, and we say it's a new angle and old angle. And here we have another one. It takes a point and a center and an old angle, so you can use this. And the first one, we want to replace it with the point on dot pos, and as a center we want to use dot offset, and as an old angle we want to use the dot rotate. So let's see if this works, and it accepts it. So now I click debug, and we see the cannon is pointing at this control point, and I can move it around. Okay, so this works fine. So now I move this cannon behind the cannon tower. So I want to check if this works in Stickman. So open up Stickman here. And we add it, and I go to the select the control points tool, and now I can animate this cannon to move by itself. So Okay, so this worked nice, but now we want to do something that we can't do in Stickman. We want to use some functions that are specifically designed for game prototyping in Elemento. And this function is about the interaction. It is controlling with the keyboard or mouse or something. So what we're going to do, we're going to program this control point and give it the position of the mouse. So let's type mouse, and we can click inside the name of the function and then the document function, and it searches up this for us. So we see it doesn't take any argument. So that's everything we need, and click OK. And now we hit debug, we see the control point is following our mouse. But this is not how a cannon in a game behave, because a cannon moves more slowly than you can do with the mouse. So now we want to make it more slowly. So then we need to make up something more clever. And to do this, we want to create a second control point. Let's say, and we call this the target point. Move it like here, and then we want to rename this so we can remember it. And we call this the cannon point. If we select control point, we see we got 2 of them, and we want the cannon point to follow the target point, but at a certain velocity. So when we select the cannon point and open up the core window. So when you move towards something in animation, you can translate this into mathematics by subtraction. So you take the target, position of the target, and subtract the position of the cannon. And these should be this different should be magnified by something, and to make it correct with the physics or per second, we multiply with the delta time function, and we can multiply it also with another function, for example 10 times faster, or I want to try it half speed. Sorry if I move the camera too far to the right. Okay, so and we must add something, and that is the position of itself. So we can't use the name because it's referring to itself here. And let's see if this works. Okay, so look at the cannon now. We can move the control point here, and we see the cannon is also moving toward it. So the delta time function doesn't work in Stickman, but you can use it in Elemento for game prototyping. But this is not strictly very correct, because the closer point is, the more sensitive the cannon becomes. So we might use another approach to this, but this works okay for a demonstration. And to the end we can just put in the target point, type the mouse position function here. So when we move around the mouse, you will have the cannon following the cursor. Okay. So you see, Elemento is quite powerful and fast to create prototypes for game principles. So this can be used in iPhone development, mini games, flash games and so on. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm Sven Nielsen, the creator of Stickman and Elemento, and follow this channel to see learn more about Stickman, the animation software that is used by all ages in all countries. Okay, thanks for watching.